Moments away from puck drop for period number 3. A perfect time for those viewers just joining us here tonight. Been a fun one tonight with the score 2-1 to this point. Dishes it to Huberdeau. Slides it across. Saved by the goaltender who stayed with it on the redirect. Looks to set up at the point now. Snaps one from the slot. Shuts him down. Another stop by the goaltender.
Wow, James, was he ever dialed in that sequence of saves? I mean, 1, 2, multiple saves here. His D's got to help him out.
Talks it away. Excellent hand-eye coordination. Takes the bump and loses control of the puck. Sends it over to Coronado. Shakes off the coverage. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Feeds the puck to Zellweger. Dishes it off. And he gets a piece of that one and denies it. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. The Flames have certainly subscribed to the quantity theory offensively tonight. They lead it and have been busier in the offensive zone. Off the draw, they take possession. Can't keep a hold of the puck after that play. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. And that goes off a stick somewhere in traffic. Comes up with a monster save in front.
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
Poked away by Gudas. Hangs on to the puck after taking a hit. Puts it on net, and that one's stopped. Calgary's got the puck. Slides it quickly to Paul. Here they come. Right in the open ice, that one's picked off.
The Ducks have been picking off passes left, right, and center. You know the coach is going to like this, but it has to transition to offense because this game's awfully close.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. Calgary's got a slim lead. They lead it 2-1. And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Dumoulin's got the puck along the wing. Swatted away with the stick in the defensive zone. The Flames move the puck in the defensive zone. Anaheim's looking to break out of their own end. Denies the slapper. Nice lead pass from the goaltender. And a little physicality ends that threat. Calgary's got the puck behind the net. Sends it ahead to Farabee. They gain the offensive zone from the middle.
The Flames are firing on all cylinders, in particular their second line. They've had a lot of mojo going for them tonight. They found the back of the net. They can keep contributors. Wait a second, James. I believe there's going to be a call right there. An infraction happens. Well, the bench doesn't like this call, James. It's untimely to say the least with that one-goal lead. Now, the PK unit, they got to get out there and they got to do a job.
On their power play, right? Well, this team can suck the momentum right out of that with how good this PK is. Let's see what happens here.
Dumps the puck in. Picked up along the wall by Backlund. Anaheim's got the puck in their own end. The Ducks move to the offensive zone. Too much congestion in front.
Had a lot of offensive zone possession time, and you got to figure he knows he's one goal away from his next milestone.
Takes a shot. Makes the save. Cool and calm under pressure. And they score! The special teams looking special on that one.
Well, you have to rely on your power play unit every once in a while, and no better when you're in a hole, James. I love the way they move the puck. And guess what? Perfect practice means perfect power play. There's a reason why the power play moves the puck around the perimeter, creates motion. They want to pull the PK outside of the middle of the ice, and when they do, they hit the bumper position perfectly, and they're able to hammer it home.
A timeout has been called at ice level, and can totally understand why after giving up those 2 goals.
Oh, yeah, you really want to to settle it down here. 2 quick goals, that's 2 quick strikes, and you want to make sure there's not a third, and you don't let the game get away from you here. So reset, refocus, remind your players of defensive structure, and get to work.
The Flames get a hold of the draw. Passes the puck over to Huberdeau. Quick feed to Killorn. And now it's over to Strome. And that's blocked in traffic. Calgary's gained possession along the boards. Kadri's carrying it ahead. Here's a shot. And he makes the save. Past the midway mark of the frame, it's all tied up. The Flames win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Goaltender gave him nothing as it goes off the side of the net.
Sometimes there's pressure on players when they get
There's the go-ahead goal, puts them in front.
well, and this has been trending to happen, James. They've been closing on the puck quickly. You sense an upward trajectory as this game's progressed, and they find the back of the net.
Calgary's found that little something, and they've gone up by 1 here in the third show. I like their game right now.
Yeah, they've got a lot of press, a lot of aggressiveness to their game right now. It's a reason why they got on the board. We'll have to be careful here. You know the opponent is going to get urgent at the back half of this period.
There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials.
Tough spot to be in. You need momentum, and you give it back by going on the PK when you're trailing by 1.
The Flames send out their man advantage unit at a most critical time of the game.
An opportunity on their first power play of the game, James. And this is an opportunity to look at the coverage as well. See how they're playing it, whether they're going to be aggressive or sit back.
Moves it to the middle. Big time play right there.
Anaheim's working hard in all areas of the ice. Defense is structure, and it needs to happen in all 3 zones. When you're talking about stick positioning, they're doing a great job of taking away passes.
Grabbed in the open ice by Lundstrom. Hard hit, frees up the puck. Here's an opportunity in front of the net. Here's a shot. Stops him cold. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Minnesota's coming up next on the schedule, and these 2 teams, doesn't matter where they are in the schedule, where they are in the standings, always a good contest. I'm looking forward to that. The Flames win the defensive zone face-off, and he loses control here. Time running out on this power play. They've got one last chance here. To his teammate. Great use of the stick in the defensive end by Trouba.
Strome's almost ready to get back on the ice.
Anaheim's penalty killers come up with a monstrous effort.
Part of being an elite athlete is recognizing the timing of when you get your opportunity. Pressure and embracing it is everything. Everyone in the building.
What a stop!
Well, that's desperation at its finest, to be able to get to that puck and sending a clear message to his team that he's behind him. He's going to be the foundation tonight. This is a dialed-in goaltender, very aware, knows where the shooter is in that low slot, and makes the save.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end. And they win the draw on their own end. The Ducks will play it from the defensive zone. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. And just got a piece of it to keep it out.
Wolf's been dominant in the crease tonight. He's turned away a lot of high-danger shots, and he's really found a way to build some momentum for his team, give him a real opportunity to win.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, Calgary's hanging on to this 3-2 lead. The Flames have it now. Kadri swooping in on the attack. Driving right to the front. Works it across to Gauthier. And that puck leaves the zone. The Flames gain control of it. Here's a short pass to Weaver. Fires it. Oh, and it just gets a piece of it to keep it out. Here's a shot. Denies it again. My goodness, he kept going 0-2.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
Farabee's moving it ahead. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Mantha. Calgary's got it from behind the net. And there's the save. Calgary's got the puck along the boards. Scores! 25 now on the year. He just continues to come up clutch.
I love his shot mentality, James. I mean, he has got a heater, and he's not afraid to unleash it. 25 on the season, showing his pure, natural goal-scoring ability. I love when offense is generated from below the goal line. All of the coverage is facing the puck, and he gets lost in coverage in that slot area and just fires it home.
Calgary's looking to close things out here late in this third period as they continue to lead. Calgary's won the draw inside the neutral zone. Intercepted at center by Killorn. Final buzzer sounds, and this one's in the books. The Flames find a way to win tonight, and they were the better team statistically in a lot of categories, but I thought it really started with their centers.
And what was impressive, James, was their face-off wins where they dominated at the dot were in all three zones. So in particular in the defensive zone, they were able to get out of danger. But when they were in the offensive zone, they were able to pose a threat and capitalize on the chances.
Thanks so much for joining us here. It was a fun one to call, and we will see you soon. For all of us here at EA Sports, stay safe.